My name is Melissa. Today we're going to be making a lemon chicken with potatoes and vegetables roasted in the oven. You're going to need basil, oregano, paprika or paprika, parsley, garlic, lemon pepper seasoning, Montreal steak. You're going to need an onion, vegetable oil, salt, pepper, about a pound of chicken, lemons, and about 8 to 10 regular potatoes. But before we start cooking, we need to do one thing, and that's wash our hands. My helper MJ, Chef MJ, is going to show you what to do first. Before we start cooking, we always have to wash our hands. And we're ready to go. Before we start cooking, we want to preheat our oven and get it ready to go while we're mixing the ingredients. We're going to set our oven to 400 degrees to preheat. First step, we're going to wash the potatoes and make sure they're nice and clean. Cut the potatoes. Down, nice and slow, good. Cutting it the long way first. Make it flat. Do it again. Okay, now we're going to cut them in little cubes. Don't mind the baby, everybody. Okay, you're going to repeat this and you're going to cut all the potatoes you have until they're all nice and chopped up in a nice bowl. So just finished cutting the potatoes. We're going to wash the knife. Make sure it's nice and clean. And we're going to start cutting the onions. Remember, when you use a knife, make sure there's always an adult around or someone to help you. You cut the ends of the onions off first. You do not need to wash the onion before you cut it. Be very careful with the knife. Peel off the outside or the shell. We don't need it. We're going to cut them into big chunks, kind of like the potato. When you're done, you're going to mix it together with the potatoes in the same big bowl. Now we're going to start adding the ingredients to the bowl. We're going to start with the oil first, 1/4 cup of oil. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of each of the ingredients. First is Montreal steak. And lemon, pepper. 2 tablespoons. One tablespoon of garlic. 1 tablespoon of basil. 1 tablespoon of oregano. And 1 tablespoon of parsley. We're also going to add 1 tablespoon of pepper and salt. We're going to switch the spoons and 1 teaspoon of paprika or paprika. We're now going to mix the ingredients into the bowl, so make sure you wash your hands again because you did touch the potatoes and the other ingredients. So wash your hands again real quick and then it's time to mix. You're going to mix all the ingredients up so that all the potatoes and the onions get seasoned nicely. Before you use the chicken, you need to wash it nicely. You can use chicken on a bone or chicken breast, but it's easier off the bone. If the chicken is frozen, you need to de-thaw it in a microwave or maybe keep it in the refrigerator for a day so it's not frozen. You do want to use thawed out unfrozen chicken. And make sure you wash your hands again after you touch the chicken for sanitizing purposes. Next step is going to cut the chicken into thick chunks. You do not need to cut at an angle. My husband's just being a fancy chef right now. You can cut them at a regular way. He's just showing you some tricks. Gonna add a little salt and pepper to the chicken. Flip them over, season the other side. And add them to the bowl. You mix it all together so the seasoning gets on all the chicken. We're going to add 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Sprinkle it all over. Okay, our final step before we put in the oven is you're going to place the chicken onto the tray. It does not need to be greased. And you're going to spread the vegetables evenly all around. Try to spread them out as much as you can so it cooks better. You're going to empty out the whole bowl, spreading them out as best as you can. Oven. We're going to set the timer for 30 minutes. You need to come back and check it frequently. You're going to leave it in the oven until the potatoes are soft. You can test the potatoes with a fork. If they're not soft after 30 minutes, you can put it on for another 5 minutes until the potatoes are nice and soft. Now we're gonna slice the lemon into little slices in order to place it on top of the food. We're going to be adding 1 pound of string beans. You can use fresh or frozen, but if you choose to do frozen, you should place it in the microwave for 2 minutes just to thaw it a little bit before placing it in with the food. We're going to add the string beans to the food now. We're also going to add another 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And the sliced lemons. We're going to reset the timer for another 15 minutes and place the food back in the oven now so that the string beans can cook.